How's it going, everybody? This is Brother Phil Ministries. Just want to do a quick video today for you about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The most important event of Christianity, because one fact is, if there wasn't a resurrection, if Jesus wasn't raised from the dead by the Father, then there would be no Christianity. I want to start in the Bible, chapter 20, John chapter 20. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. So she came running to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one Jesus loved, and said, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have put him." The Apostle Paul writes, "And if Christ has not been raised, then our preaching is in vain, and your faith is in vain. We are even found to be misrepresenting God, because we testified about God that he raised Christ, whom he did not raise, if it is true that the dead are not raised." That's 1 Corinthians 15, 14 through 15. A couple other facts that I want to talk about today is also that women were the first witnesses to see Jesus after the resurrection. The testimony of women were not accepted in the courts in Israel in the first century. If someone were to fabricate an account of Jesus appearing to people after his death, the choice of women being the first to see him would be a very odd one, and serve only to reduce the credibility of the story. Every one of the 12 disciples, except for two, died a martyr's death. One of the two was Judas Iscariot. Of course, we know that he hung himself and killed himself after that he betrayed Jesus. And of course, we know that John was exiled to the island of Patmos, where he lived out the rest of his days and wrote the book of Revelation. And while people have known to die for a lie because they believed it was true, it's almost impossible to find someone who would die for a lie with the full knowledge that it was false. It is highly unlikely that the disciples would have given their lives for a claim that they had themselves fabricated. And some of the written testimonies date back to even months after the resurrection. It's another fact. And it's highly unlikely, this is another fact, it's highly unlikely that the Roman guards would have just slept through the theft of Jesus' body. Falling asleep while watching Jesus, per the Sanhedrin and Caiaphas, the head of the Sanhedrin. If they were, that'd be punishable by death by the for the Romans, and not a pretty death at all. So they didn't really have anything to gain or lose by watching Jesus' tomb. It was just an order. And additionally, the tomb was covered by a large stone. The possibility of disciples being able to remove that stone in order to steal Jesus' body without detection would be just a far-fetched plan. So anyway, that's just some real quick facts. Just want to do a small video for you. I really appreciate you watching, and we love you, and God loves you, and remember, God is in control.